Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dork Entertainment. We've got a very special review here today for Terminator Dark Fate. So we've literally just come out of the cinema, not even half an hour ago, and we're going to give you our thoughts on this movie. We'll start off with the ratings, because it was an interesting movie. Interesting.
Yes, interesting, yes.
Sumi, what's your rating for this movie?
Yeah, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's a little bit below average to me, but yeah, 6.5 out of 10.
I'm going to give this a 7 Dorkles out of 10. So average to good for me.
Yeah.
It was. I'll tell you, it was just another Terminator movie.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything special, not anything great. It was just another average to good Terminator film.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the story now. Before we go ahead, there are going to be spoilers. So spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. You've been warned. So
has been warned. So there is a lot of spoilers.
There is a major spoiler first up in the beginning of the movie.
Straight up, yeah.
So they've done this scene really well. It's the intro scene pretty much. So Sarah Connor has stopped Judgment Day.
Yeah, T2. It stopped Judgment Day. So basically, this is retconning a lot of the other movies that have come out. T3, Salvation, Genesis. They're all, they're not part of this story.
Yeah.
They're retconned, and this is a new story that has been started, and this is set after T2.
Yeah. So I don't know how they did it, but Edward Furlong, John Connor's character, the kid, he is in this movie in the beginning.
Spoiler alert, he dies.
He gets so I mean, another Terminator comes back and shoots him.
And shoots it. Yeah.
So Sarah Connor, thinking that she stopped the apocalypse, which she has, but the Terminator has come back and shot him.
Yeah, so I think they explain that where she stopped Judgment Day, but like obviously the Terminators that have come back, they're still they're from another time, but they've still been sent. So they were sent, and
they've used de-aging technology here and face mapping for some of the characters. Because I assume they, got the information from Terminator 2, like the face information.
I gotta say, I've seen de-aging technology in a lot of movies, like Gemini Man, Star Wars, and all that. Avengers. But over here, I think James Cameron has nailed it. Yeah. Or James Cameron /
Tim Miller.
They've really nailed it. The technology looks very convincing. You'd think that... Initially, I thought it looked like some sort of deleted scene from T2 because it just looked so convincing. It looked like Edward Furlong, a young Edward Furlong, and it looked like a young Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor.
And a young Arnie as well.
Yeah, and a young Arnie as well, yeah, definitely. It looks very convincing.
Now this scene is a bit controversial because it totally changes up the whole Terminator series arc with John Connor, as the main person.
Kills him straight up.
Yeah, so that whole arc is gone. It's finished. So what they're trying to do with this movie is move away from that and start on a different arc.
Yes.
So Skynet is also finished. This is a company called Legion, which is now...
it's interesting because we don't really, throughout the movie, we don't really find out much about Legion. So
you only hear a little bit about it, not
here and there, but it's not really explained. But, yeah.
So the rest of the movie is... Now, the rest of the movie I found very similar to Terminator 2 and Terminator 1.
Yeah.
So Terminator comes back. There's another Terminator / human that comes back to protect the main character, which is now a girl, Danny.
Yeah.
Who is the leader of the rebellion or the militia in the future that rises against the machines.
Yeah, so she's basically the new John Connor.
The new John Connor. Even Sarah Connor says that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she does.
You're John
in the movie.
Thinking that she is going to be the Sarah Connor of the new series, where she's going to give birth to the leader of the rebellion or whatever. Yeah. But she is actually the John Connor, so she's going to be the leader of the future. I mean, we've seen all this before in Terminator 2 and Terminator 1. This is sort of like a mishmash of both movies.
It is, yeah. And see, I think the Terminator franchise, it didn't need another average movie. It needed a spectacular movie for it to continue. I don't think anything will touch T2. Terminator 2 was a piece of art. It was really well made by James Cameron. I don't think anything's touching that. It's just, and after seeing the box office performance,
it has not done that well.
I don't. It's reflected in the fact that this is just an average Terminator movie, and the public isn't really reacting much to it. So.
I mean, even the session we went to, it was pretty empty.
Yeah, pretty empty.
And I mean, there was only babies in the cinema.
I heard there was a lot of babies.
There was babies crying in the cinema.
Babies crying. They didn't like it as well.
So, what I felt this series needed was either an ending, or something totally out of like left field, like.
But the problem is they've done out of left field. You know, John Connor is a Terminator. You know, there's a hybrid Terminator. There's
see what I think the people want. I think the people want to see
an end. I reckon they want to see the end.
People want to see like a movie about the war. Yeah. And then the war finishes, they destroy the machines, they destroy the time machine, which is freaking the whole cause of all of this stuff. And then Sarah Connor, even have Sarah Connor maybe travel into the future somehow. You know what I mean?
Like on the drive back from the cinema, we thought of a better story in 10 minutes.
In our opinion.
Yeah. I thought. And the fact that... So the problem comes where every time they reboot the Terminator franchise... Those money-hungry studio execs, all they want to do is create a new trilogy.
Well, but the thing is now...
Studio execs, I'm calling you out in the comments.
they're not even going to watch our measly video.
Oh, man, you said that about heterocaution fans.
Oh, that's different.
They came in droves, so studio execs, come at me, I don't give a shit.
So I feel like I needed something like to end the series.
It needs an end movie. This can't go on anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I can assume the way it ended.
You're beating a dead horse, damn it! Stop it.
The way it ended, of course, the Terminator dies. The good Terminator dies too. She's not really a Terminator, but they call her augmented. She dies, and you know what I mean. Like Sarah Connor and Danny, they get into a jeep and they drive off, assuming they're going to go tackle Legion now, which is maybe the next movie. But really, they need to finish this. There's even been, and people are going to hate me for this, but here's a really wild out there idea. We're way into the war, and then the Predator comes back into this. No, because I've read comics, Alien versus Predator versus Terminator.
Yes, I've heard of those as well.
I've read those comics. They're freaking awesome. I mean, if you take away the whole alien aspect, if you have Predator come back, he sees all these skulls and trophies, realizes the machines are getting all these trophies, and he freaking goes after them. That'd be freaking awesome. Now,
I just want it to end, damn it.
They've got to end it. Yeah. They've got to end it or move it forward.
The problem is, this was such a box office bomb. I don't think they're going to make another movie. If anything, they're probably going to make a Disney Plus series.
Let's quickly talk about the characters and the acting. Yeah. So the acting was okay. I thought the acting was pretty good. I mean, Arnie was in this.
Arnie was okay.
For half the movie.
The Grace, the chick, augmented Terminator,
she was okay.
Good. Linda Hamilton was badass. She was cool. I felt where I gave it a below average score was the new John Connor, Daniela Ramos. I thought she was very green.
It was okay.
Yeah, I didn't really like. I don't think she was that good for a lead. That's the only problem. But yeah, so some scenes where she's giving a rah-rah speech, and it just felt kind of off. She couldn't pull her off.
I thought she was okay. I didn't think she could pull it off in the future when she was the older.
Yeah, that looked kind of weird as well. I don't know. It's just.
But as the younger, fresh, sort of like no idea what's happening sort of person, I thought she was okay. What did you think of the Terminator, the bad Terminator? I didn't get his name.
Does he have Rev 9 or something? Yeah.
Rev 9. So he's the liquid and metal Terminator. So he can actually split
into two
Terminators, which is pretty cool. I don't know the actor's name. I'm so sorry, but
he's a Mexican guy. So,
yeah. I mean, it's a Terminator. He's robotic. His acting's robotic. I mean, there's not much required.
There's not much to it. You're going to see the same acting between the Terminator in Terminator 3 and the Terminator in this one.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything that great, to be honest.
Yeah. If this wasn't a Terminator movie, I'd give this probably a 5 out of 10. But because it's Terminator, because it's going to have cheesy lines, it's going to have action, things blowing up, guns. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really going to be a critically acclaimed movie.
No.
It's going to be a Terminator movie, an action movie. No. So that's why I gave it a 7 out of 10. So. I thought the acting was pretty good. I thought Arnie did pretty well.
I thought it was an okay movie, just like a little bit below okay for me. And the franchise didn't need that. I think it might have been killed with this movie, unfortunately.
So is the franchise dead? Is the Terminator franchise dead? Are we going to get another movie? Because it looked like they were creating some sort of trilogy.
They have plans for a trilogy, but we'll see if Disney wants, because Disney owns Fox now.
Yeah.
We'll see if Disney wants to do that.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below what you think of the Terminator Dark Fate movie if you've seen it already.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notifications button, and we shall see you in the next video. Peace.